I'm going to deploy a complete Storm cluster, including Zookeeper and Nimbus and Supervisor nodes, into the two data centers at the same time. In the center, we have a Sydney-based AKS cluster, and on the right, we have a Melbourne-based ACS Engine cluster. So what I'm going to do is just run some monitoring on each of those using kube control. And basically you can see that the clusters are pretty much empty at the moment. What I'm going to do is actually run a script that will set up the Zookeeper, followed by the Nimbus, followed by supervisors, followed by the Storm UI at the same time across both clusters. So here goes the script. You can see that Zookeeper's gone in. Zookeeper's part of a stateful set, and so the server names have ordinal numbering, as you can see. And the way the configuration is set up is that those servers all know about each other, so they can do the Zookeeper bits and pieces to become a quorum and start accepting requests from Nimbus nodes. So we give it a bit of a head start. The script just waits for about 20 seconds. Without the wait, it works most of the time, but sometimes it doesn't, so just being precautious. Now Nimbus is going into the cluster, and also the heartbeat pods have gone in. So the heartbeat pods basically run and monitor the cluster on each side and report back their status to a co-located file share that both clusters have access to. The heartbeats know which cluster they're in because of cluster config that's added to the cluster when the cluster is built by the DevOps pipe. And so now you can see that Nimbus has gone in, and so the supervisor nodes are going in, as well as the services that will be read by the Storm pipe. So as the Storm pipe processes through the bolts, each bolt calls out to a different service to enrich the data that's going through, as well as a couple of supervisor nodes have been deployed in there as well, and they're running as well. So also that being deployed into both is the Storm UI. So you can see here that there's the Storm UI there. I'm actually just waiting for its endpoint to come up and give us access so we can go and investigate what's going on in Storm. Okay, so we've got the Storm UIs are up there now, so let's just go in and paste in the URLs for each of those, and we'll grab this guy over here as well. It's the Sydney Storm UI, so we've got one there. There's the Melbourne one, and the Sydney one looks like it's just trying to come up. We might see it error out quickly. What you're seeing on the screen at the moment is actually from an old run. It's not the current one. It'll work. There we go, and it's up as well. So that's Storm deployed into two data centers at the same time using the same script.